Hi everyone, I'm Shubham and welcome back to my Daily Talk series. If you're new here, I started this series to improve my speaking skills and share meaningful thoughts every single day for 5 minutes or more. But let's be honest, sometimes these talks go beyond 5 minutes because some topics deserve more time. So today I want to talk about something all of you struggle with, something we constantly um, think about but still feel like we don't have control over, and that's time management. Uh, Let me start with something you have probably experienced. You wake up in the morning with a long list of things to do. You start you start working. You handle calls. You reply to messages. Maybe do a bit of studying or office work, and suddenly it's evening. You feel tired, but when you look back, you wonder, what did I actually achieve today? So that used to happen to me all the time. I thought I was busy, but I wasn't productive. That's when I realized an important truth. Being busy is not the same as being productive. We all have the same 24 hours. Elon Musk, your favorite athlete, a student, an entrepreneur, me, you, everyone else. The difference is in how we use them. Time management is not just about working faster or multitasking. It's about using your limited hours for things that actually matter, things that improve your life instead of draining you. So let me share a quick story about how bad I was at managing time earlier. I used to think the best way to be productive was to do everything. So I would make these giant to do lists, 15 to 20 tasks per day, and by night, even if I completed 12 of them, I still felt like a failure because eight tasks were pending. Then came the distractions, checking my phone every few minutes, scrolling on Instagram, just 5 minutes which turned into 30 sometimes, and answering every WhatsApp notification like it was life or death. My day was full, but my life wasn't moving forward. It hit me one day when I was too busy to do something I really loved. That is when I asked myself, am I controlling my time or is my time controlling me? The answer hurt, but it pushed me to change. So I had a shift of mindset. Like I stopped asking how can I do more, and I started asking what is worth doing. That's a big mindset shift. Think about it. Not every subject in college is equally important for exams. Not every work email is equally important for his job. Not every person who texts you needs an instant reply. When I started focusing on quality over quantity, I felt lighter, and ironically, I achieved more because instead of running in 10 directions, I started walking steadily in two or three. So let me break down three techniques that really changed my time management game. Like so, these three techniques will be, first of all, the Pareto principle, which is also you'll be knowing by the name the 80-20 rule. So this rule says, uh, first of all, it is a game changer. It says 80% of results often come from 20% of your actions. For example, in studies, sometimes 20% of chapters carry 80% of the marks. In work, 20% of tasks produce 80% of the outcomes. When I applied this, I stopped wasting time on tasks that didn't matter much. I asked, what are the few things that actually move the needle? Those became my priority, and I ignored the rest or delegated them when possible. So this one, then the second one is planning the day before. This one sounds simple, but it's powerful. I spend 5 minutes every night writing down just three key things I want to achieve the next day. Not 10, not 20, just three. That's my success list. When I wake up, I already know what matters most. It removes stress and gives me direction. And even if I and even if unexpected things come up, I still complete my top three, which makes me feel productive at the end of the day. So then there is this third method, that is time blocking. This is about giving specific time slots to specific tasks and protecting them like appointments. For example, 1 hour in the morning for deep work, no phone, no social media, no distractions, just one focused task. And here is the magic, that one focused hour often produces more than three distracted hours. Also, I scheduled I scheduled breaks because your brain isn't a machine. Without breaks, we burn out and waste even more time later. So now I'm gonna tell you how I avoid the urgent trap. Like, there might be some urgent trap where you have to do it instantly. So earlier I used to jump to every notification and every request because it felt urgent. But here's the truth: most urgent things are not really important. Now I ask myself one simple question: will this matter 1 week from now? If the answer is no, I don't treat it as urgent. I delay it or delegate it. This one habit has freed up hours in my day and also reduced the stress because I'm not constantly reacting. Time management isn't just about ticking boxes or working faster. It's about feeling in control of your life. When I manage my time well, I can spend an hour reading, go for a walk, or even just sit quietly without guilt. I don't feel like life is just rushing past me anymore. And that peace of mind is priceless because ultimately managing your time means you're managing your life. So if there is one thing I want you to take away from this talk, it's this: protect your time because it's your life. Focus on what actually matters, plan your day before it starts, and don't let distractions steal your best hours. This was day 3 of my daily talk series, and I hope it gave you some perspective. If you can have your own tips, or maybe even struggles with time management, share them in the comments. We can learn from each other. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with another topic. Until then, manage your time wisely and live in intentionally.